Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
What's up YouTube? My name is Vic and I am the Brooklyn Watch Guy. If this is your first time on my channel, this channel is all about watch buying, collecting, unboxings, and reviews in the affordable range, which I define as $1,000 or less. If you're into that, I invite you to stick around, watch the video. If you make it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so you know every time I put a new video up. And folks, before you get in the comments, yes, I am double watching today. I'm wearing my Seagull 1963 and I'm wearing my Apple Watch, which helps me frame myself in my video. The reason I'm using my iPhone to record is because I'm in the process of getting a new camera. I know that my camera quality isn't the best, and I'm looking to upgrade that. And so while I wait for a new camera, I am using my iPhone, which is a 16 Pro, to help me record until my new camera comes in. So anyway, folks, today we're doing a review on this guy right here. This is the Addiesdive 2030. This is a second watch that I rebought into my collection, a review that I had made, and I just never got around to filming. So we're gonna do that. I guess better late than never, right? So guys, the Addiesdive 2030. This guy comes in 3 different dial options. This is the one that looks like sand, which I think this is actually really attractive dial. Really beautiful dial. There's one in white, which I guess is supposed to mimic snow. And then there's one in blue, which I guess is supposed to mimic waves. These watches can be had for under $100, and I think for under $100, you're getting a pretty decent watch, you know, specs wise for not a lot of price. I bought mine on AliExpress. Took about 2 weeks to arrive to me from China. You can find these for a slightly higher price on Amazon if you don't want to wait the 2 weeks. Overall, watch is attractive, but like others have said, even for me, this logo feels out of place on the watch. It just doesn't fit in. Addiesdive has addressed this. They did come out with a sterile dial version, and on newer watches that they're releasing of similar style, they actually have a nice logo, which is just the Addiesdive name written in cursive. So I guess Addiesdive does listen to their customer complaints. So this guy comes in 316 stainless steel, 316L stainless steel. This uses a Seiko VH31 high beat quartz movement, which gives it that automatic sweep. These movements, they move at about 4 times a second. That's how they get that beat. A standard quartz movement, 1 tick, 1 beat per second. This one 4, so it gives it that more smoother look. It's a reliable but fairly inexpensive movement, which is why you see it on a lot of these watches from Chinese brands that don't use automatic movements but still have that smooth sweep look. Yeah, the VH31 is fairly inexpensive. I think on the high end you can get them for like $35, $40. Fun fact, people tend to call these kind of movements mecha quartz movements. This is not a mecha quartz. Mecha quartz typically has a complication, usually a chronograph. Seiko also does not officially list any of their movements as mecha quartz. You get a screw down crown with this guy, 100 meters of water resistance, AR coated mineral crystal. The applied indices logo is printed. There's no lume on this watch whatsoever, so don't look for it. Case is 36 millimeters in diameter, 46 millimeters lug to lug, 12 millimeter sticks. Wears pretty small, but it is comfortable. Lug width is 20 millimeters, so if you don't like the bracelet, you can find a 20 millimeters strap and change that out. Honestly, to me, the bracelet's not that bad. It's okay. Like I said, feels okay, but you also, let me take this off my little homemade stand here. You get plenty of micro adjustments. So finding that right size for you shouldn't be a problem. And with that said, folks, let me put this guy on my wrist and give you some arm wrist look. So here it is on my wrist. You can see we're small. I do got slide overhang. Honestly, it's just about right for my wrist. You know, I always say, little guy, small wrist. Also, you get the Addiesdive logo on the bottom of the clasp. But this guy feels good. It's comfortable. The bracelet, it's actually not bad. Not too rattly. You know, for a sub $100 watch, you're not gonna get perfect specs all around. But the weight bracelet is bearable. I think eventually I will replace it, but right now it's not too much of an issue. I personally, I think I might have to move it back one micro adjust, just because I didn't take into account when I did size it. I was in my room. It was cold. AC was blasting. Uh, when I'm out, when I've worn it out, it tends to expand a little bit. My wrist does. So I may have to just go back a little bit on the micro adjustments to get it to fit comfortable when I'm out and about doing things. But with that said, folks, I think the Addiesdive 2030, if you're still looking at it, if you're on the fence, this is a pretty decent watch. I wouldn't call it a dress watch. I don't think it's dressy, but you could probably get away with wearing it in like a more formal situation. Get this guy a look. If you're thinking about it, pull the trigger. I think you're getting a decent watch for the amount of money you're paying, which is not a whole lot. AliExpress, a lot of these brands on AliExpress have really been stepping their game up in the past year or so, as more popular brands tend to go more up market, like Seiko, Citizen. They're becoming pricier watches. So a lot of these Chinese brands, they're kind of filling in that gap that's being left. And I like it because you're seeing some more unique things coming from some of these brands. They have nothing to lose. They can only gain. So folks, that's my final thoughts. You made it to the end of the video. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and don't forget that bell. I'll see you on my next video. Peace. Hey, YouTube, it's Vic, the Brooklyn Watch Guy. Got any questions or suggestions for content? Well, scan this QR code, send me an email. Maybe you see your idea come up, or I'll answer your question on a video. Thank you for watching.